It is time. Good evening, race fans, and welcome to one of my favorite tracks on the circuit, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. This track is hungry for elevation, and we got a few drivers that are possibly hungry for the win tonight. Welcome into Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam, and today we have a blast of racing the Toyota 86 Challenge Sim League Series. For my notes have mysteriously disappeared, so looks like I am going just off the old noggin here tonight. It's a great day for racing. Matter of fact, there's a lot going behind the scenes here tonight. My OBS quit working last second. I didn't even think I could bring a broadcast to the table here tonight, but we're going to try to make things happen. Maybe missing out on a few different... Call it what you will, little experiences, we'll say. But you see there on the right, who gets the win today? 20 degrees Celsius. Got that 21 degrees Celsius track temp. Altitude, we're sitting at 340 meters right in Ontario, Canada. Hope you got your passports out and ready. And who gets the win here today? Real quick, before we take a look at the starting grid, let's take a look at the championships running with only 4 races to go left in this Monday night series. Top 3 drivers at the end of the series getting those cash prizes. Thiago P. de Lima, Slater Colby, Nico Colby in those top 3 positions at the moment. Stone Colby right there with him. Daniel Higgins, Robert Schweckler, Jake Steckler, Warren Johnson, Amethyst Reese, Ali Xay rounding out those top 10 in points. And taking a look at the starting grid today, none other than Robert Schweckler will put it on the pole. Wow, nice lap. Matter of fact, getting past Thiago P. de Lima, Nico Colby, Slater Colby, John Ebersol, Daniel Higgins, Jake Steckler, Amethyst Reese, Joe Rainey, Rob Edgel, newer name in RGR86 Challenge Sim League Series, Darren Colby, Daniel Parmalee, rounding out the top 12 in driver spots here today. All right, let me know if everything is looking good there on the YouTube side of things. I really hope so, because first time using Streamlabs. Let me know if the cars need a little bit more audio. This is kind of raw dogging things as we are 2 by 2. The field in Robert Schweckler's hands. Thiago P. de Lima right there on the outside. 2 Colby brothers rounding out our second row. This is going to get good. The elevation hungry Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Here we go, just a few hundred meters away from the green flag. We are out, Robert. The field is in your hands. Green flag racing from Canada. 2 wide all the way through the pack. So far, not looking really 3. I like this nice, clean, cordial start here. Newer week underneath our hands. Newer track as we head down the hill into turns 2 and 3. You're just hoping that the car sticks. Riding on board with Amethyst Reese as these tire temperatures, brakes, pressures all get up to temperature here today. Drop a gear and disappear, does that 37. Already looking at gaining a spot on our race start. Going down another left-hander down the hill, then we're going to head into a quick right-hander. Who is that? Rob Edgel in the Panda Spec GR86. That was John Ebersol. Scratch that, Rob's teammate. Tried to make a move there in the, little contact from Joe Rainey out of the back of John Ebersol. Keeping things moving and grooving up here at the front of the pack, though. About side by side for this race lead. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm going to give you some more car audio. You're going to watch it here because, man, 35 minutes of racing. Robert Schweckler, we have not seen this much out of this driver this season. The 235, the wrong stuff racing. He's got all the right stuff right now, leading on our points leader, Thiago P. de Lima. That was close there into turn 1 as we start to get a little more single file throughout the back of the pack. Also, some great battles starting to present themselves in the back of the pack. We got Darren Colby holding off Caleb Greco, the Gecko fans. This is your driver fighting for this P15 spot on track. Also a really nice battle up in here in front as we head down the shorter straightaway of our two that we have. Longer one belongs to Mario Andretti himself. This is a nice side-by-side battle. Daniel Parmalee holding off Warren Johnson for the moment as Benjamin Foran tries to look at the inside, and we got one going around up here. Darren Colby involved. That's also... Oh, Rob Edgell is coming through it now. Jake Steckler and Darren Colby involved in an incident early on in the race. What has just transpired between these two? Taking a look at the replay, this is down one of the fastest portions of the racetrack, and then you got to head up into it, what is a quick switchback. And then, oh, I did that one too many times in practice. Is Darren Colby not even involved in the incident there with Jake Steckler. Jake had an incident on his own, and we'll hop on board with him and see how this happened. Taking a look at the hands. Oh, just a little too much left input. We'll take, ooh, hard impact to another car there, it sounded like. Here's one more look at Jake's incident. Oh, just carrying a little bit too much speed, not enough brake, and then hard. That's a Stone, is it? One of those Colby brothers, unfortunately involved. Slater, excuse me. Dang it. I had a 50-50 chance there. I knew it was one of the S's. Battle for the lead continuing. Well, Robert's actually starting to pull a gap. It's really this battle for P2. Nico Colby is starting to gain a little bit closer on Thiago P. de Lima. Nico had a great weekend out there at the Apex Motor Club. Congratulations on not only your podium, but also that Rookie of the Year for Nico Colby. Also racing it, well, it is the MX-5s that are over there in real life. And real quick, we'll see if he has a move here down into the tight, hard braking zone. And then if not, I got a little something cool to show you guys. Said hard braking zone. Yeah, sure. Here we go. So you carry a lot more speed in these GR86 than you would really think. These light cars, also not too much horsepower, but that power to weight ratio. And my goodness, you fly around the track in these GR86s. And real quick, let's take a little look at something here. So this was the Colbys racing out at, well, I forget the track here, but in the MX-5s. Got Darren Colby here with them. Got Slater, Stone, all of these guys, and this was so cool to kind of take a look back and see what happened, transpired over their weekend. Nice paint schemes also for these drivers. Might have to get a little SSN logo. Some of these Mazda MX-5 Cup cars. This is so cool to see. Oh my gosh. What is also cool to see is these Colby brothers. Also Darren Colby there with them, taking it in green flag here. Too wide into turn one. Looks reminiscent of our race start here today. And mentioned it early on. There's Nico Colby getting doused in the champagne. Oh, you gotta love it. Congratulations on that. Once again, that Rookie of the Year there, man. Cutting back to some iRacing battling. Robert Schweckler still in the lead. Have not missed much there. However, Thiago P. de Lima and Nico Colby. Nico still trying to reel in the Lima's Cloud number 86 of Thiago. Real quick, I have a second here checking the old YouTube chat. Melina there in chat, also Terry. Woohoo! Rookie of the Year, Colby Tribe. Oh man, it's so fun to experience this. They're racing not only on the sim, but yes, also we just saw it there, that real life racing. Melina, I know you're probably covering your eyes as these guys go in week in, week out on the real life track. But now with that, the Apex Motor Club real life season finishing up, I think the only thing you have to worry about here is just possibly putting a whooping on your brother if something doesn't go right. But speaking of some other battles here out on track, Daniel Parmalee, Joe Rainey. This is one of these battles that has really started since the drop of the green flag here at Canadian Tire. And here we go down the old, you can call it the chute. It's a quick left and then right-hander. Got to be careful not to use the curbs here. Perfectly done for both Daniel Parmalee and Joe Rainey. And here is the Mario Andretti straightaway. Fastest portion. I know I said that little short shoot was our fastest portion of the track, but no, definitely gaining much more speed here. A little bit more bump drafting action that we have seen throughout this season, and it also kind of, I think it benefits those Colby brothers. You can kind of start to use the teamwork here with you. Is right, we were looking at that battle for Joe Rainey, Stone at Colby, or between Joe Rainey and Daniel Parmalee. Thiago P. de Lima has worked his way around Robert Schweckler, but Robert has not gone anywhere. He's looking down the inside in turn one, does not have the run to make it stick, and these drivers start to battle out here. Just a little bit too much. Don't count Nico Colby right out of another race win. This is chest at upwards of 140 miles an hour for these Toyota GR86 Sim League drivers. Thiago P. de Lima has shown the pace week in, week out, throughout not only this series Apex on Wednesday nights and the 86 Sim League Challenge multi-class series on Thursday nights. And I mean, this is just crazy. Seems like whatever Thiago is able to get himself into is really able to take a win away from other drivers, as he jumped also in my GT4 versus NASCAR league instantly. I mean, right away. Jumped in the NASCAR he'd never driven before and beat about 15, 20 other drivers on track. And I got to, I bit my own words last Monday night after Thiago P. de Lima went off track earlier on in the race. I said count him out of the win, but not the top three or something like that. But well, Thiago counted us. He proved us all wrong, drove right back to the win. Could we be seeing Thiago go back-to-back wins here in the Monday night 86 Challenge Sim League? God, look at the defensive driving there. He almost scrapes the mirror off that wall there at the right side in turn one and getting the right side tires off the racing circuit here at Down the Hill. Harm, no foul for Thiago P. de Lima. They're out of Brazil and so far keeping it to Mr. Robert Schweckler at the moment. Breaking the draft, and does Robert have a run down the inside? He does. About a car width or two between those two drivers. Thiago P. de Lima leaving all the room there for Robert Schweckler as he works his way back out to the lead for that number 235. Nico Colby had a run but could not get the corner exit speed, as here we go as another little slipstream train. These top 1, 2, 3 drivers. Remember, the top 3 drivers getting the driver interview here tonight. And well, last time I cut to it, we missed the pass for the lead. Here is once again Joe Rainey. Stone Colby is getting a massive shove. Actually, that's Stone Colby giving the massive shove to Joe Rainey's back bumper. Both these drivers, that's Stone up 6 spots. Joe Rainey up 3 spots. Amethyst Reese right above this battle, also up 3 spots. Oh, look at the gap starting to form here. Robert Schweckler got the move there in the Continental corner, that long left-hand corner, even longer than turn 1 and 2 here. See there on the track map, and I'm really surprised. I'm very impressed with the pace we're seeing out of the 235. Robert, keep it up, because hopefully he has what it takes, because Thiago P. de Lima is still, 0.3 seconds back. Nico Colby is just possibly going to school here, learning where he is being beat in these corners, where he can possibly put just a little bit more wheel input to the car and help his run off of the exit tier, being Rookie of the Year in that Apex Motor Club real life series race, the MX-5. Definitely has the experience, and he's very similarly set up cars, powered cars. See, this is screwing me over. I lost my notes earlier. They flew off, but here we go. All right. Thiago is getting a, well, Nico, I think, possibly backing out of this once again. He's going to school here, and I'm really curious to see what Nico's hands look like at the moment. You notice these like little, almost you could call them micro adjustments on the steering wheel here. I don't think he's making micro corrections to the car, unless you run a little wide like that there off turn 1, the rumble strips. But I think he's just really testing the car to see what the response is here within the corner. Also running in the dirtier air of these front 2 lead cars. It's possibly just a little bit of experimentation going on for Nico here. Just once again, he's either fighting to catch the car or just, I really do think, possibly a little experimentation going on. The top 3 battle has not left our hands as these guys head down the Mario Andretti straightaway once again. There's also some really nice battles here. Daniel Higgins and Warren Johnson. Oh, spin right. Oh my, what a save there to Benjamin forehand. He had that thing sideways coming up and over the hill. Man, Warren Johnson and Daniel Higgins barely able to get through that. And another incident here. Looks like a Rob Edgel. 2 Panda Spec Motorsports cars getting, oh no, a bump draft gone wrong. Both Panda Spec Motorsports cars involved. You have to take another look at that one, as that was 1, 2, 3 drivers. Jason Holcomb, John Ebersol also involved. Here we go again. So we're starting to get, bang it. Oh, it just sent him around. Remember, this happened with, I believe that was Stone Colby, a race or 2 ago, along one of our straightaways, and it's just these GR86s, they're so difficult to get bump drafted. Going back out to our battle for the lead, Nico Colby is unfortunately lost just a little bit of time on it, but here we go. Oh, this is the move that Robert Schweckler just 2 laps ago made for the race win. He's playing the defensive line on that same line that he made for the race lead, excuse me, not race win. We're still a little ways to go from that. Thiago, I don't know. I also think Thiago's going to work right here because I feel like you don't want to be. This is just like at I said 1 week ago in the 86 Challenge Sim League. I don't think you want to be leading on this final lap here. The long straights of Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, as well as the elevation, so much elevation, there you go. And the corners is, oh, we are side by side once again, banging elbows. That's Thiago, works his way around the inside, takes the lead once again. This is a little game of back and forth for our 2 front drivers, and can't count out Nico Colby, as each time we do run side by side, Nico gets right up there with them. Alrighty, almost halfway to go in this race, just so we can get it out of the way now and treat you guys to the one, oh, maybe not just yet, side by side once again for the race lead. Nico Colby, hope you got your popcorn out, man, because this is, I don't think you get much better than this battling. Such clean racing. I mentioned it earlier, the gaps left between these front 2, while they do go side by side, we have seen about a car width or 2 left in between, and then, well, last time by, got a little bit tighter, almost knocked the mirrors off of them. So far, still moving and grooving for our top 3. Hopefully everything looking and sounding okay. As if you're just now joining in, this was a man, OBS crashing last second. Couldn't get it to fire up. Back on Streamlabs for the first time. Not sure how. Got everything sorted in about 10 minutes for me to give you this stream here live, but I appreciate everybody joining in. Is this what allows me to keep this bringing you coverage week in and week out. Also appreciate Warren Johnson and everybody here behind the scenes allowing me to bring you this coverage. Man, this race lead, my goodness gracious, here we go, door quarter, another run down the inside. Robert loves this inside line out of both long left-handers. Although Thiago P. de Lima going down the inside line, going up our first hill on the track. Now we head down. Another long left-hander. This is once again Robert Schweckler back out to the race lead. Made the inside line work. Here we go down and back up the hill. Go to Grandma's house, but don't let her smack you with the purse like Thiago P. de Lima almost just did. Do not ever want to get smacked by a Grandma's purse. Man, you got mints, change, everything going on up in there. Little candies too. They'll come out and, well, those are some good candies. Anyways, oh no, here we go. This is a run for Thiago P. de Lima. He's going to have the outside line as this will be another right-hander. Robert might have to start a nickname here as much as he likes the inside lines. Defense for Robert. Here we go. Nico is slowly closing in. Thiago P. de Lima making a move on the last corner of the track, or last set of corners. Just halfway to go. Bits of experimentation and going to school for these top three. Just finding out where and when you can make a move when it comes to it. Last few minutes of the race. Oh, here we go once again. Robert down the inside, come up with a nickname. Robert once again, little cat and mouse, and here's Nico Colby. Speaking of cat and mouse, he gets his way around Thiago P. de Lima. Liking what I am seeing for the driver of the number 16. Once again, Rookie of the Year in Apex Motor Club MX5 real life racing. Nico Colby, could we possibly see another win out of this driver as he closes the gap ever so slightly to Robert Schweckler out of that last corner. As you really have to set it up going down the Mario Andretti straightaway. Here we go. Crank it up. I will be right back up here in the booth giving you the sights and sounds of the racetrack and these Toyota GRD6 engines. Alrighty, crank it back down. Sean Stam back up here in the booth, and unfortunately, as we were on board with Ali Aksay here, they went around, and man, where they stopped, nobody knows. Unfortunately, it's on the racing line. I do know. Here, just takes a jump off the curb, gets a little bit of contact there from Benjamin Forehand and off of the, almost got straightened out there by the left side wall. unfortunately, well, going to be a race ender there for Ali Exate. Well, he'll keep it out on track, excuse me, but in terms of race and pace, just a little over 10 minutes to go. And now Thiago P. de Lima, and not in a position he has been too much this week, or excuse me, this season. Well, a little bit of an early break from Nico Colby, and well, that gets, oh, Nico's gonna get really loose. Here comes Thiago P. de Lima down the inside. Oh, not what you want to see if you're a Colby fan. Man, Nico with a massive save, but unfortunately going to lose the spots as well. Door quarter clear, there he goes. Thiago P. de Lima back up to P2. It looks like a whole lot less outside of the car than it was inside, but I can assure you right now, I mean, Nico is, that was a massive save. Amethyst Reese having a really nice run here tonight in the 9-on cat number 37. It's got Joe Rainey right on her back bumper and also right in front of her front bumper. Stone Colby, after that early incident on in the race. Number 52 is our biggest mover at the moment, plus 8 spots on the day. He's tied, matter of fact, with Brandon Birch, sitting in P10 right now, also up 8 spots on the day. Speaking of Amethyst Reese, here we go as this battle. Joe Rainey right here behind her. Oh, tries to look down the outside. This is a tough pass. Does not able to get the throttle down. Going to have to try and set that pass back up again. Let's check on Darren Colby right here. I think he's in a really good battle with I thought it was Rob Edel, but Rob looking like 3 seconds above Darren Colby. Let us know there in YouTube land how Darren's Colby went this over the weekend in that final race for Apex Motor Club, rounding out the season. And Darren, I noticed no sponsors on that real life car. I'm serious. I might have to get a little SSN sponsorship going there. That would, oh, dream come true, right? Alrighty. Well, we're going to stop dreaming here and snap back to reality. Here we go. Robert Schweckler, Thiago P. de Lima, Nico Colby has made his mistake. Has he learned from it? And is he able to work his way back up to this front lead pack? 16 live viewers right now, 18 call it, in YouTube land. Appreciate every single one of you joining us. Here we go. Thiago P. de Lima. No, does not have the run down the outside. Everybody there that's joining in YouTube land, give me your race pick to win. Is it going to be Nico Colby after possibly some contact between our front two, or does Robert Schweckler have what it takes to take it to the championship points leader? Just 4 races to go left in this Monday night 86 Challenge Sim League Series. Here we can see the different lines being taken. Thiago looks like he sacrifices a little bit there on the corner entry to have a better run down the Mario Andretti straight. Nico Colby, I mean, it's just so crazy he's able to stay with these front two. Thiago P. de Lima, we got to remember, these front two, Thiago and Robert Schweckler, are both sitting at just about 4,000 I rating. Nico Colby, respectively, 1,400. Whether it's just not official races ran under this account, or maybe it's just the overall driver skill for Nico. This is so cool to watch. So much fun to watch. Week in, week out, the racecraft of every single driver that races here tonight with us. Cannot thank you all enough. Robert putting down a 132.24. Thiago a 132.24 as well, damn near tied, just 2 thousandths off, and then Nico with that 132.4, unfortunately 2 tenths off of our front race leaders. My vote is a Colby, and well, we got Slater here right behind Nico. Unfortunately, 4.5 seconds back. Oh, my paint scheme. What in the... Oh my gosh, that was just the way the sun hits off of it. Holy, okay. Well, paint scheme of the race. There we go. Slater Colby, I know he runs with this paint scheme quite often. However, the way that the sun smacked off that spec map, my goodness gracious. Slater, where he started this race in Stone Colby, well, he is nowhere near where he started this race, as he is plus, once again, 8 spots on the night. Between Jake Steckler and Caleb Greco. Just making sure everything is a-okay there behind the scenes. I guess I would have been hearing it from all YouTube land from now, but man, how about that move? Old Benjamin forehand gets around Caleb Greco and is now working on Jake Steckler. Working on him, trying to work him over, this time looking down the outside, or possibly just trying to make Robert look in his rearview mirror just a little bit more than what he would like to do. Thiago P. de Lima, are you sweating right now if you're Thiago, or are you just trying to, like I just mentioned, get that race leader of Robert to possibly just make an easy mistake and make it an easier pass? But once again, like we've seen pretty much all day today, once these front two do start to do battle, we have seen that P3 driver each time start to suck right back up to the battle, and if not, even make a move for that lead. Goodness gracious. Man, I love the long straightaway series. It really presents some drafting opportunities. You can get in the slipstream, or you can do the opposite. You can side draft the race leader. Some side drafting going on for Thiago P. de Lima. Robert Schwenkler. Here comes Nico Colby, closes the gap to just under 0.2 of a second. Robert barely able to fit back into line as Thiago still retaining the race lead. We are now completing lap 20, just 5 more minutes to go in this race. Look at the suspension go to work as Thiago goes off the track, as the tires somehow are able to make some grip there in what is now known as Iceland. It's in the grass here in iRacing. Man, Nico Colby though, count him out. 235. Robert, don't count him out. Robert, or do we have a triple incident here for the race lead? Does Slater Colby steal one away? This time the lines are reversed. The roles are reversed. Robert is down the outside, but this time has his more preferred inside line, heading back up in the hill, and once again down our long start-finish straightaway for probably the second to last time here tonight. Just mentioned it. What do you do here? Do you get a massive push, or do you help the driver in front of you? Nope. Thiago P. de Lima says, I'm not helping the race leader here. I'm here to win one. Look down the outside here. Does not have the run off as Robert plays a little bit more defense. Look at the brake lights, the flashing going to town for Thiago's left foot just to keep it off the back bumper of Robert Schwenkler. Oh, this is going to get down to the nitty-gritty here, guys. Cardboard cutout fans are already on their feet up here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Looking at 2 to 3 laps to go for these top 3. Slater Colby ever so slightly starting to continue to reel these top 3 in. Slater just now making his way down the first long left-hand carousel. And look at that. I mean, the car goes from black to white. How is that not one of the coolest things you've seen within the iRacing universe? Shouting out the iRacing painters here today is, man, this could not be done without you guys. Really quick, I know this battle for the lead is continuing to heat up, and we could be seeing something special. Robert Schwenkler continuing to lead, but really quick, a Caleb Greco incident. Oh, Caleb going wide there. Looks like right. We barely missed it out of that camera shot. Here we go again. Oh, that was a different driver. That was either Steven Shakespeare or Jake Steckler or Jason Holcomb. Here comes Caleb Greco's incident as he goes hard into that left sidewall, bounces right back on the racing line. Benjamin Forehand able to get right back around it. As we just cut back to the live shot. This is the battle for the lead. We have not missed a thing, except for that one pass earlier on. But we have not missed anything from this top three. Oh, man. It's going to get down into turn one. Thiago not close enough to make a move, but takes a little bit closer line. The rumble strips making that suspension on the GR86 go to town. Colby is still looking pretty close. Not close enough here to make a move on Thiago. This game is getting down to a game of inches here from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. It's a game of elevation. I love the elevation changes. Why it makes it one of my most favorite racetracks here tonight. I bet you these top three drivers also loving every little minute of it. Here we go. Looking like this will be coming to 2 laps to go, if not the white. I will be sure to keep you updated on it. Thiago P. de Lima not close enough to get a run to Robert Schweckler there on our longer straightaway. Slater Colby, that gap is now 3.5 seconds back to P4. So it's since kind of flatlined just a little bit since we last talked about it. But here's a nice run for Nico Colby. He's going to help Thiago P. de Lima look around the outside. Gives him a little, not even a bump, but down the backstretch. A nice enough of a momentum gain. Unfortunately, not just enough close enough to get to the back bumper. Here we go. Last lap from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Robert Schweckler, are we about to see something special? Or has Thiago P. de Lima learned enough from Robert's braking zones? Is Thiago going to have what it takes? Or do we have contact from our front 2 drivers and see Nico Colby come away with a race win? Gonna have to just find out just on this last lap. Every single fan, get up on your feet. Thiago P. de Lima, he's not close enough just yet, but as we work up this hill for our final time, it's going to be a left-hander, quick right-hander, and then that long straightaway. Remember what I mentioned earlier on in the race. I don't think you want to be leading on this last lap. If you're Thiago right now, you're going to want to focus every little bit and try and hit this corner. No, he puts too much focus into it. Sean and Tater curse. Thiago P. de Lima goes around Nico Colby. Unfortunately, not close enough in the slipstream to make a move. Oh, you hate that for Thiago P. de Lima. He was just trying to get enough of a run there on that corner exit. Here comes Slater Colby out of nowhere for the final driver interview spot as he is right on his little brother's back bumper. Nico Colby is getting a mirror full of Slater. Robert Schweckler will bring it to the start-finish line, take the checkered flag. Here we go. Triple Colby action. Nico Slater Stone, who cuts to the finish line for second and third and fourth. Nico Slater Stone not having what it takes to take it to Slater. My goodness, second, third, fourth for those Colbys. Amethyst Reese barely beating out, Thiago P. de Lima barely beating out Joe Rainey at the line for seventh. Daniel Higgins, Daniel Parmalee, Warren Johnson, Brandon Birch, Benjamin Forehand, Darren Colby, John Ebersole, Ali Xay, Rob Edgell, Jason Holcomb, and Stephen Shakespeare will round us out here today. Here's a nice battle coming down to the checkered flag. Rob Edgell right on the back bumper. This is battle for 15th in the race. Panda Spec Motorsports driver 901 has one more shot left to take the top 15th spot. Doesn't have what it takes. Matter of fact, John Ebersole, that Panda Spec Motorsport driver, Rob's teammates just barely beating him out for P14. Stephen Shakespeare, Jake Steckler, Caleb Greco, and Nathaniel Redmond rounding out our race results here tonight. Oh my gosh. Hopefully all risks are okay there. Top 3 drivers, going to get you some interviews here in just a few moments' time. Stick with us here on SSN. Hey, can top three make their way to the interview room? Thanks. Okay. One of my settings are messed up. 1 second. Check, check. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, Robert, I'm gonna start with you and then work my way down, man. Alrighty. Here we go. Alrighty, welcome back here to Stam Studio Network, where I have the race winner down in Victory Lane with Robert Schwenkler. Robert, you got yourself a coffee, buddy.
Hey, Sean, how's it going?
Man, I'm doing all right after that race. What a race, what a battle. Walk us through it, and it's no easy feat taking it to Thiago P. Delima.
Yeah, that was a crazy race. Kudos to Thiago for amazing clean racing. That was some of the most fun I've had in a long time, and I am sweating. I'm dripping. So yeah, super fun. Did not have any idea where I would be with this field. I didn't do any practice. I jumped into the session and was like, okay, I guess we're doing this. So happy to take the win. Totally unexpected. But kudos to all the guys for keeping it clean.
Well, Robert, thanks for everything that you do there behind the scenes. You help out so much with the points, SDK, and all that fun stuff. Robert, is there anybody that you'd like to shout out here tonight?
Yeah, big shout out to you, especially for putting on the broadcast.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Thanks, Robert.
For what you guys do. Yeah. As well, thanks to my team and all of our sponsors, VRS, UBSafe, Dangerous.net, SimMotion, Abruzzi, SimCoach. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone, but thanks to all you guys. Thanks to all my friends and family for your support. Keep this crazy up. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Robert. Have a great rest of your night.
Likewise, thanks.
Alrighty, it's going to be Nico Colby here on our P2 interview. Nico, you got yourself a copy?
Yep, I got a copy.
Okay, well, first of all, congratulations. Real life stuff, a lot more important. You got Rookie of the Year, also got that podium finish in the Apex Motor Club. Before we cut to the iRacing interview, what was that like this weekend? I know you do so much real life racing there in the Mazda MX-5.
Yeah, that was a crazy race we had that weekend. Just a lot of battling the whole time. Basically, had a race restart, which got me over there. Slater and Joe kind of took off, and I just got back up there.
Something that we see you do week in, week out in the iRacing universe. It's pretty special there, Nico. How do you have this much pace? Is it all in the practice? Is it come down to driver skill, or just knowing how the car handles?
Most of the reason I was still up there was draft, but I had some practice on this track, which helped me stay up there with Thiago and Robert, which those guys are fast.
Goodness, they definitely are, and that's why it's one of my favorite tracks here. The elevation change mixed with that long Mario Andretti straightaway. Thank you, Nico, for your little quick driver interview here tonight. Anybody that you'd like to shout out?
You for doing this broadcast, Lauren, for making the league, all the racers, mom, dad, and my family, and everyone that makes it fun this league.
Well, thank you, Nico, and have a great rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
Now, Slater, you got a copy for P3?
I'm here.
Alrighty, I know you. I think you're one of the regulars there on the driver cam. Sorry, I didn't have access to those here tonight, but regardless, man, you got the old last driver interview spots after a incident with Thiago. I think you just got a little bit too aggressive on the corner before that last straightaway. Slater, yeah, that was a nice job to drive back up to P3 regardless, though. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, everyone was pretty much single file and made it through the first lap clean, and then lap 2, before the long straightaway, Jake ended up spinning out, and I went to kind of try and push his front end to keep him straight, and it just didn't work. It costed me a bunch of time with the guys in front, and then battled with Amethyst for a while, got around her, and then I kind of just set sailed after that. And I was kind of just boring for me. I was looking at the gap between me and Nico, Robert, and Tiago, and it was like I'd catch them, and then down the long straightaway they'd have a draft, and I'd just lose them. But then I did need Tiago to finish worse, and he ended up doing that, and we don't see mistakes out of him. So he finally made a mistake, and I was able to capitalize on it. But I mean, all those guys drove really fast tonight. They had the pace. Robert was ripping, Tiago was ripping, so was Nico, and I mean, Nico kind of got stuck in 5th gear. I guess his shifter broke on the last lap, so I just gave him a nice little push. But
there you go.
that it was good.
And Slater, before we get moving on to league owner there, or just Warren Johnson, excuse me on that. How was your real life race and the MX-5 for Apex Motor Club?
I mean, just like Nico said, it was hectic, but it was probably the best race of the season. We pretty much from 2nd to 8th place, we were bumper to bumper for the entire race, door to door, bumper to bumper, and no, it was good. I'm glad Nico was able to get 3rd. Shout out Joe Rainey. I mean, it was a great race. Everyone was ripping. Nico was ripping. I mean, I'm bummed the season's over, but hopefully we're gonna go to Sonoma and maybe hit an MX-5 Cup race at the end of the summer. So we'll see.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! If that does come into works, best of luck to you out there, and one of my favorite tracks up in Sonoma as well.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Slater. Moving on to Warren Johnson. Warren, you got a copy.
I'm here. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. What an extremely eventful race. What I'm trying to say here. I'm showing you +4 spots on the day. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, that was a really, really good race from me, and I think from everybody. We had that lap 2 incident, and then I think I saw like one spin coming up here, like where we're seeing on the broadcast right now. But other than that, that was probably the cleanest race of the year. Probably, I would say, top 3 race, and maybe the best race we've had all year for the GR Cup. That was a really, really fun time. So yeah, we had some good drafting. I was racing there with Brandon for a while at the end, and we were trying to catch up to the other 2 Daniels, and we just weren't getting there in time. Like I think we made up like 4 seconds on them, but at the last 2 laps I had to make a move. So we did it down the back straightaway and kept it clean. The rest of the race came home top 10.
Well, congratulations there, Warren. Goodness, this broadcast almost didn't happen, and I'm so glad that it did, because it was an immaculate race. From the top of the field down into 21st. We had 21 drivers here tonight. Warren, I know everybody thanks you, but who makes it happen for you here tonight and throughout the week, and for you able to put all the work that you do here in the 86 Challenge Sim League?
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody makes this thing happen. Every driver here makes it happen. We had 21 tonight. I think that's like our second most, or maybe the most we've had all year. That's a really good turnout. We're trying to get 30. So hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you want to join the league, just look up 12005, and you can come join us. But I want to thank you, doing good broadcast. I'm glad that it worked out today, because that would have been a shame if it didn't.
That would have been like the worst one to miss.
I know, yeah, that would have been bad. But yeah, the Apex guys, they're always coming out here, and I want to thank them. And Robert Schwankler, he's done a lot of help. He's helped me out a lot. Everybody who's donated, thanks for doing that. And, that keeps the broadcast going. Oh, there you go. There's my car. Yeah, we were out at Thunder Hill on Saturday. I was just doing some testing, and these are from actually the last round of 86 Challenge in real life. Same track. So that was a good day there. You can see all the marks on the front of my car. But no, that was fun. Yeah, hopefully those Apex guys can make it out to the Bay Area. They want to do a Sonoma race. I'll definitely be there for that. Come watch them hang out. And then they wanna go to Laguna too and drive with us. So, you know, we would love for anybody from Apex to come out and join us. It'd be a really good time. Can't wait for that to happen.
Well, if or when it does, I'm gonna have to catch a plane ticket out there and either
Please
watch from the booth or something. There you go.
Yeah. I'm in the real broadcast booth at Sonoma Racing.
Oh man, well, I know you hear it. Race in, race out. Warren, thank you for everything that you do here behind the scenes, allowing me to come and broadcast the old 86 Challenge Sim League. I appreciate it, man, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you Wednesday night out at the iRacing Apex Motor Club.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I don't even remember what track they're doing. I think they're doing Barber, so that'll be fun. And then Thursday, Thursday we got what is it? Road Atlanta with 86s and Miatas at night. That's going to be really, really fun. So don't miss that one.
Alrighty, Warren. Well, thank you for a quick little interview after the race. I appreciate it, and congrats on the P10, and best of luck here Wednesday, Thursday night.
Thanks, Sean. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Warren. Alrighty, that's going to do it here for me up in the booth. I'm going to catch my plane ride on home. Appreciate it once again, everybody joining in on this broadcast. That was so close on not happening. Gee, thanks OBS. I appreciate that. As I had to move to Streamlabs and set everything up last minute, but got it all working. It's been Sean Stam here on Stam Studio Network. I appreciate it greatly from the deep of my heart, everybody. Have a great rest of your night and safe travels on back home.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.